Hi YouTube. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 best stretches for athletes in recovery or just athletes trying to get a nice cool down for their legs. So for those of you that don't know, a couple of years ago I tore my ACL, and I just want to share these stretches that I learned during physical therapy for those of you out there that are also recovering or are trying to avoid those injuries. Alright, so this first stretch I'm going to show you is a nice stretch for the hips and the quads. So what you're going to want to do is take your back foot and place it on a bench. You can put it on a couch or any surface that's pretty decently short. And you take your other leg and you put it at a 90-degree angle. And what you want to do is try and get this knee as far back as you can while keeping your foot at the edge of the bench. Next, what you want to do is take your hips and then just press them forward while also leaning back and trying to get your butt to this heel right here. Alright, so this next stretch is really simple. Just a nice easy lunge. Get it with both your legs at 90 degrees. You can have support next to you if you need it. Then you're just going to want to lean forward and bend this front leg to tighten that hip in this back one right here. Then what I like to do is I like to lean back and go into a hamstring stretch for my front leg and work on that knee strength in the back leg. Alright, so this next one I know looks a little silly, but trust me, it really helps, especially with getting your knees to be able to bend and get back to that nice range of motion that we used to have before our injuries. What you want to do is, I call it a sitting child's pose. So what you do is you just kind of get on all fours, right? And then you go kind of like you would for a child's pose, but instead keep your legs together and then just try and sit onto your feet. And then put your head towards the ground. This will help break down all that scar tissue and fluids that have built up over the course of an injury. And it will help you get that range of motion back so that you can go back to jumping or running or whatever it is you do. Alright, so this next stretch is really going to help out with your groin flexibility. What you're going to want to do is get on both knees and then just whichever side you're trying to stretch, just stick that leg out as far as you can and just kind of try and sink further and further down until eventually you can get kind of like a split, but not fully. Alright, so this last stretch is really for your Achilles tendon down at your feet. What you're going to want to do is find some kind of elevated plane. I like to use these weights I have on my rack. And you're going to stand about a foot away, about a foot and a half. Take one leg, press it up against the angle that you have. Keep your heel on the ground, and then push your hips forward and bend this back leg. What it's going to do is it's going to tighten up that Achilles and calf tendon in the back of your shin. Then after you do that for like maybe 10 seconds, what you want to do is you want to switch which leg you're bending with. So keep that back leg locked, then bend in your front leg. This will help work on the front of your ankle and your shin. Alright, so those were my top 5 stretches for leg recovery or just cool down after a tough workout. Peace.